Hello, world, and all you people tuning in. It's so good to see you today. I am so glad you're here. Today, I want to talk about learning new skills. Now, I've been working on finishing up my second book, and someone suggested that I needed to put it in the Library of Congress before it was completed or published. And I had no idea how to do that. I had at one point hired an editor to help with that, and that never came to fruition. They took a different assignment, and I was left with figuring it out. I didn't do that for my first book, but I'm working on it for my second book. And I started looking through all the searches to see what I could find. I found Library of Congress and all about how it works, what it does, how to find a book. And I'm like, no, I want to know how I get into the Library of Congress. How do I get my Library of Congress number? And I looked around some more, and I was like, it can't be this difficult. So I clicked on a few more things, and I finally found the application. I filled it out and submitted. Now we wait. But I wait with confidence because I learned something new. The answer is out there. I can keep looking, but I will find it. I believe there's an answer to everything. Even if it seems impossible, I think that nothing's impossible, but that's my concept of life. I feel like we tackle the impossible first and then deal with the difficult later. That's not my full motto, but it's a good start. Is that I've seen miracles. I've seen intuition tell me things that I didn't know were possible, or answers that people are like, oh yeah, that's right. And I'm like, it is? Really? Okay. I still remember one reading I did for a gentleman. I was describing this little wooden box. It was probably 3 to 4 inches wide, with probably an inch and a half tall, with a little holder on the cover. And I opened it, and there was an orange silk handkerchief. And he goes, "Okay, keep going. Yep, you got me." And to this day, I'm not even quite sure what that meant to him, but it meant a lot to him because he knew I had the right person I was tuning into. And I thought, well, if that's what satisfies him, I knew it felt right to me. I just wasn't sure why I was getting it. So I've learned that there's things that they're not going to logically make sense, or that they may make sense later on in life, even a year, 2 years later. So I just trust life, listen to my intuition, and my gut feeling said, you're going to be able to do this. You're going to be able to find the answer, and you'll get your Library of Congress number. So I feel satisfied that I figured it out. Woohoo! Celebrate! Yes, so I'd like to hear from you what things that you figured out and how you felt afterwards, that, it seemed impossible, but somehow you got an answer, or even one step closer to getting an answer. I would love to hear your messages on that. And any of you that's just your first time seeing me, drop me a line. I'd love to hear from you. And those of you that seen me before, I would also like to hear from you. And if you want more information, drop me a message below, or direct message me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Bye for now.